Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, folks of all ages, all sizes, and everybody in between. Hope we're all doing wonderful tonight. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I am going to be getting ourselves set up pretty shortly here, but I'm just going to go ahead and get this link posted where I need it to be, obviously, of course, as always. But if you're having a wonderful night, I hope you are, and I hope you're ready to relax a little bit before we really get into the weekend. But for now, enjoy a nice, great, wonderful design of a naked man in a not-so-creepy mask. Trust me, you won't be creeped out at all. I guarantee it. Hey, Raccoon. How you doing tonight, man? It's good seeing you. Good seeing you. Gosh, I gotta be quite frankly, quite honest about this one. I must have woken up just tired as hell today. Actually, never mind. I didn't wake up tired. I know exactly what did it to me. I went to the gym today and did like an hour of straight rowing. And, fun fact about rowing, it's murder. It's delightful, but it's fucking murder. I'm doing good. Other than the fact that I got like I guess it's not a cramp, but just like a muscle strain at the moment, and it sucks too because the muscle strain is like right against my right hip, or like just above that. So basically, anytime I want to take like a firm, deep breath in, no, do not do that. Fun fact, no, not allowed. Goofball. So that's what I got going on right now. It doesn't actually sound that fun now that I give it the context of that, but well, well, could it be better? Yeah, it could be. It could be a lot better right now. It's honestly, it is what it is. It's okay. It could be worse, all things considered. I don't think the shield saves me if one of the ladies shoot me with it. I guess worst case, I'll try it out, see what happens, and, I die. Which if I die, I die. That is what it is. I'll toss on, like, a small layer of armor, just for the hell of it. There. Not gonna lie, that is immediately stylish. Mainly because, of course, the armor itself just looks really good. But, yeah. Why is that jump been... that jump has been betraying me a little bit over the last couple of times I've done it. It's not that hard of a jump in the scheme of things, it just has been. So, I don't know. On top of that, I feel like I've been having a really... I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I'm surprised by any means whatsoever, but, like, I've been having a rough time of it with Apex just recently here. It's just been... oof. Oh, man. I think I'm almost at the point to where I'm done picking up Apex again. Alright. There we go. I said there we go. You can't see me while I'm down here, little lady. There we go. Wonderful. We put her in the dirt. Love to see it. Is this the last one I have to light, or is there the one that... I think there's the one that's downtown from here, and then we have to do that one, and that is our final one. If I'm not mistaken. Which I might be. Gotcha. Okay, so there is indeed the one more. Alright, there we go, saucy combo, and wouldn't you know it, we bled her so she gave us her blood. What a sweet person. What a nice person. Didn't even have to do that for us. Oh. Well. I like how you could just run right into them and then it's just immediately death. That's wonderful. I'm not sure just yet. I wasn't really intending on streaming tonight, all things considered. At least with the whole hip situation going on. But I was like, nah, I don't want to hold off. I'd rather get it in there. I'd rather have fun with you guys, all that magic stuff. You know. Hey, Bioluminescence, welcome back. Hope you're doing well tonight. Oh wait, the lantern's right there. Doi. I can hear them go for the immediate grab on me. It's terrifying. Alright, wonderful. Okay, so with that note, I'm going to leave the armor on for right now, I think, because we are going into the Holic Tree. And with that in mind, I would probably prefer to have like a little bit more of some resistances going on, because we're going to be dealing with some major bullshit pretty soon here. I also need to go out of my way and go get my my whatchamacallit set up for parries. Yeah, they are genuinely just outright viciously annoying in every single way, and their movesets are also really hard to read, honestly. It's so much fun. Genuinely the most fun I've ever had. Hoping this doesn't take too much time. I'm hoping we can kind of just zip zop zoop through the Holic Tree. I want to kind of get things going and get things done with this one, because I think I've already... Fucking ants. I think I've already mentioned it, but like, I wanted to finish this run up so that way we could actually start doing some new stuff again. Because I feel like, and here's the thing, I love Elden Ring, I do, but I do want to start getting some extra things kind of rolling in, you know? Baldur's Gate is out, Armored Core is out, we got some magical games out there, and I just, just a good time. Just want to do it. Want to get some stuff going. So. Well, apparently the odds were pretty darn good, all things considered. I jumped at a weird place because now I'm dealing with, like, every ant, and I am perfectly hopping all of their attacks because they aren't special, they aren't the guy, they never were the guy. Alright, roll the attack. That one always predicts weirdly, honestly. Both sides of it, honestly. You see that come in, and it just looks weird every single time. Alright, slide down. Wonderful. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and get everybody's favorite brother. We're going to go ahead and get Jimothy on over here, and we're going to parry his ass, and we're going to go on down to Loretta. Wonderful. Alright, dagger. Okay, wonderful. And we want the parry shield. Wonderful. Okay. I can't say I'm comfortable with the buckler. It's not bad or anything. It's just I'm not exactly the most comfortable with it, all things considered. Well, sometimes Jimothy does like to murder himself. Fair enough. Ooh, we gotta actually get a bronze shield, now that I think about it. Do I have a... I don't have a bronze shield, do I? Yep, gonna have to get a bronze shield and actually get that all the way up there, because, I mean... I was thinking about how to deal with Malenia this time around, and I was like, I could do parry strats, and then I was like, why not do parry strats? Because it's always so much fun. I mean, look at that. Look at those parries. They just look so good. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and hop off of this. Actually, I need to wait 2 seconds here. Okay, wonderful. Alright, Golden Vow. Flask. I think my flask might actually be set up inappropriately for this fight, but whatever, it's fine. If I had the red feathered brooch right now, this would be perfect. Fair enough. That was a rough attempt, and I mean, it really wasn't good, obviously. But it's a work in progress. It's all good. You know, I am gonna say, I think tonight, for the first time, we're probably gonna put a limit on how... I want to put a limit on how much I'm actually gonna fight Malenia, all things considered. Because I am ultimately trying to kind of get this run done and through, so that way we can start doing some other things that are, you know, pretty darn fun. I do actually really want to continue Ori and the Blind Forest. I have been kind of jonesing for it. I've also just been essentially saying, like, I just need to get this run done, so that way we can kind of get along with it, because it's been fun. But I would also really like to do the cool stuff. So, you know. Damn, I almost died. Just on the spot like that. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the classic real quickly. Corpse Piler. Fair enough. Stinky horse. You're gonna keep doing it? 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 Oh my god. Fair enough. I don't really know what I was thinking on that one. That was kind of stupid. Also, I have armor on still, which may not be smart for a boss fight. It's the funniest thing, because after a certain point you start to not want armor, because honestly, having the better rolls is just genuinely so much more important. It's like the difference between playing a heavy character and playing a light character in any sort of fighting game, for the most part. One usually just gets more attack opportunities than the other, and that's exactly why. Also, I gotta say, and this probably has no bearing here, because, I mean, you know, EldenRing stream, EldenRing fans and all that. But what the fuck did they do to my boy Gibby? Apex Legends, my boy Gibby, they cut him in half. They cut him in two. He is slow as can be, and I am just so sad. I don't think he was always that slow, too. They just did it. Alright, chug the flask. Run this way. This is completely safe for the most part. Yeah, you just gotta run towards her for the most part when she does that shit. Chug up real quickly, go ahead and reset. Damn, didn't mean to ruin her day like that, but I guess, you know, sometimes we just... I talk too much shit. I talked maybe, like, a little bit too much shit. Just a slight amount of way too much cockiness. Otherwise, it was really good. It was a really good fight, up until about that point. Ah, son of a bitch. Nah. You know, I was thinking about doing a run where I just played as Gideon the All-Knowing and playing with his stupid fucking hammer he never uses. I don't think I actually want to do that in all seriousness, because it sounds to me like anything to do with Gideon. I would have to probably install a mod where you get the infinite FP and infinite stamina. Because fun fact, Gideon has infinite stamina and infinite FP. My boy doesn't actually have to take a breath. Unlike us. Which is funny, because then he immediately applies a buff to you, or a debuff, that causes you to have to do that. Son of a bitch. I'm not really too concerned about getting the no-hit on this one. I just want to get through the fights. Alright. Run away. I was really hoping that she wouldn't spin with me there, but she did kind of spin with me, didn't she? Okay, fair enough. I also just kind of feel, you know, like, Loretta's a fun boss. Actually, I feel like I'm kind of lying on that one. I don't think Loretta's that fun. Loretta's entertaining, actually. I don't know. Alright. So, this is probably going to be the attempt. We're definitely going to get through it this time, and there's no reason as to why that would be any other circumstance or any other truth to this. This is just the attempt. Okay? Alright? Understand? Cool. Wonderful. Could also technically use falling stars here if I wanted to. Not falling stars, the star hammer. That's unfortunate that that would work out that exact fucking way, but, you know, understandable, because this is that kind of game. Alright, cool. Well, that could have gone better. Yeah, no, that's honestly all I can say about that one. That was just miserable. Are my eyes bloody? I don't know why that would actually be the case in this case. Huh, weird. Odd. I actually have no idea. I mean, I guess I chose the ending of Fracture, but I don't know... I don't know, actually, if that has any impact on, like, your eyes. Because, like, the one thing that changes in the game for your body details is, one, if you do Frenzy, you get the whole fingies on you. But two... your eyes. Those are the only two things that change for any given playthrough. Why would I go for that trade in any capacity? Why was my brain lacking the basic structure needed to not do something so stupid? It's a good question, and honestly, nobody's found the answer for it yet, but I like to believe that I'm just too damn greedy for it, so, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I could really do here that would be a decent adjustment of my build. I don't really think there is. The only other thing I could technically do right now is set up my flask so I could have my dragon incants back into the build. But that feels like kind of unnecessary for what it's worth. I mean, it'd be useful, but it wouldn't be necessary. So, chug up, and we're in. Wonderful. And yet again, the good news, I guess, about any of these boss fights so far is that we pretty much have to beat them hitless. Not that I need to remove it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I love how I just can't get around the front of the horse there. Because what I'm essentially trying to do is I'm trying to run around the front of the horse. But of course, naturally, clipping is just a beautiful issue in this game where you just clip into the wrong thing every single time. I know I'm complaining a lot right now, and chances are I'm probably peeved on a different scale right now because of the whole hip thing. More than anything, actually, yeah, probably. But is it helping me? No. Do I just sound angry? Probably. Ugh. I gotta get around it, and that's all there is to it. I can't really even say I'm that big of a fan of the Rivers of Blood to begin with. It's a nice enough weapon, it just, I've never really cared for it. It's cool. Like, you know, Blood Katana is pretty darn cool. Alright, she's gonna cast again. I'm gonna pretend like I wasn't trying to dash in between the legs again. Clearly I wasn't. Anyways, I hope you're all having a much better day than I am right now. Like, all things considered, I really do hope you're all doing quite well. Having a wonderful time of it and all that magic stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and use this weapon because it's damn beautiful and it's a wonderful weapon. Also, why is it, Huh. Is it because of this, actually? Maybe. Maybe. Put that on. No, I'm missing some... You know what? Honestly, it is what it is. As long as I can wield the bad boy, I don't really care. I'm happy. I'm happy right now because I got a cool weapon in my hands. It also has Cragblade, which is disgusting. Lock on. Thank you. Oh! That was just me playing poorly. Ah! I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, like, a little bit just in a peeved mood today, personally speaking. It's not helping with the gameplay, clearly. Obviously. Not doing super well. But... And I guess against my better judgment, I probably should have just listened to myself and just said, yeah, you know what, today's going to be a short day. Today's going to be a short stay. But sometimes you do the thing and you do it wrong. And this is what happens. So, it's fine. We'll have fun regardless of that fact. I'm going to actually walk into the boss fight and just do it in here. Because honestly, she's got to run towards us regardless to do her little thing. So, we're going to take full advantage of that fact. I fucking hate these glint blades. Hey, Starburst! More glint blades. Thank you so much, you god-awful boss. These damn wizards. It's really crazy how I did actually roll there. You just didn't see it. I hope you're doing well tonight, Starburst. Yeah, for the day. Okay, it's water. It's water today. I'm just drinking water. I'm just drinking water. I'm trying to be good off of my workout. Trying. Trying to kick into that streamer hydration, you know? Trying to be a good noodle for what it's worth. Alright, we chug this one, we buff up, and then we buff up. This motherfucker. No, yeah, no, I'm not complaining about water. I'm quite happy with my decision to choose water today as the beverage of the day. But you know, it is water today, so Though I guess you'd probably be interested to find out that the other day it was a rum called Pusser's Rum. And of the rums that I've had, like, that is probably hands down the best rum. For me. It has got to be my favorite rum of all time. So, if you ever find it, it's completely worth doing. It is so darn good, and yeah, it is a gem. So, again, it's a weirdly crazy thing, because normally what happens there is I step under the horse's legs, and I actually end up on the other side of the horse, and then I get to take a massive crit. It works on Sentinel, it works on Tree Sentinel, it works on almost all horse bosses, including Phantom. Not sure why she's throwing right now, but it's it's a really good rum, actually. It is, like, insanely good. I fully, hands down, recommend, if you ever find a bottle of it. It's got a blue label to it for the most part. Like, the label on it is like blue and red. It's got a little bit of a navy sailor thing going on with it, kind of. But it is just, it mixes so well with root beer and with Coke. Like, honestly, yeah, it is just so darn good. Alright, big meaty staggers. Bobonkus. That was a weird interaction there. Okay, that one was on me. That one was on me. But what the fuck was that entire fight with her? I feel like one of the hardest, worst things about the Loretta fight is that you typically find yourself hugging the fence line like nobody's business the entire damn fight. And really, the only way that really changes is basically if you don't have to play her game with her. That's it. That is it. Otherwise, you're hugging the fence line the whole time. To say the boss peeved me would be a little bit of an understatement. I was a little bit peeved, a little bit goofed, a little bit jived. One might even argue I'm a little angry. Okay, run on in there. You know, I could technically go get the Palisade Shield for Melania. That wouldn't be the dumbest thing in the world, actually. That would be kind of fun. I risked everything there, and that was really stupid on my part. I mean, I lived, but, like, I didn't really get to do anything important. The funny part is, too, about that one, the one where she hops in the air there, is that it's not really that bad of an attack to handle if you play close to her. If you're a mage, or if you're, you know, something that actually has to run away from her for the most part to do all your damage, it's bad. It's a bad time. But otherwise, that attack, it stops just chasing you down horribly if you're within a couple of feet of her. Which is to say, like, maybe at most, like, 10 feet away from her. I don't know why she's getting away with random bullshit today. I think it's just, you know, one of those glorious RNG checks. But oh well, I guess is pretty much the motto of the day right now. So, oh well. Cracked blade. Immediately does the phalanxes again. She is all over the place in terms of being hoppy today, and I find it very obnoxious. Come on! It's not that hard of a fight. She's just throwing wacky shit out. This is one of those moments I want to be able to say I respect the boss fight for the most part, but honestly, I don't know what it is. I'm just getting, like, wackadoo bullshit at the moment, and it's way more than usual. Yes, a little bit Madge, a little bit Engie. I can't help it. She's sucking. And, well, technically it's actually me that's sucking, but you know what? We can't talk about that, okay? I throw for content. Alright? Okay. Speaking of content, folks, I hope you really enjoyed the short that I put out today. I always really enjoy putting out cheese content, and honestly, it's a pretty spicy gorgonzola cheese. You know, it's the good shit. Oh, Julian shows up just in time for me to die to BM. Hey, Julian. God damn it. It's, well, yes, obviously that's the excuse, of course. I'm not technically dying just for content. I'm also dying because I have to, you know, I don't know, make it seem believable that I'm having to overcome something. I can't just win everything first time and be like, oh, that was easy. Because then it's like, well, you know, hero's journey. You know, you gotta have a hero's journey. You gotta make it so people are like, hey, what's the journey here? Aw. No worries, Starburst. And yeah, we're probably gonna get past this attempt, honestly. This is gonna be the attempt. This is gonna be the win right here. Guaranteed. Never mind! She's gonna do wackadoo bullshit again. Am I having a bad day? Potentially. The thing is this is 110% possible right now. I'm just doing bad, to say the least. Yeah, no, I'm just doing bad, to say the least. Okay, that actually, funny enough, that was not even a misinput, because that would imply that I pressed the wrong buttons there. I pressed the right buttons, and that's what the game came out to on the conclusion. Imagine me blaming the game for a misinput. That sounds really streamer brain, doesn't it? I'm usually pretty good at taking responsibility for my own shit, though, when it comes to these games. Alright, do the thing. Thank you. Loretta just keeps throwing out some wacky bullshit RNG today, and I'm not about it. Of course she'd throw out Horse Kick, which I guess to be fair, I was right against Horse Ass, but still... So things could be going better. Things could be going better. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be stuck here all night, but it does technically mean we're going to be here until I beat this boss, so... You know, I actually wish they had done some Ash of Wars involving rot. There's no real Ash of Wars that involve rot, for the most part. And I find that a little sad, actually, because I think it'd be just a really fun thing to have. Like, essentially, not just like, hey, here's the simplistic imbue your weapon with the rot buff, but like, spit rot at an enemy. Because there's one for Holy, you just get to shoot a beam, pretty much. And it's really darn cool, and it also imbues your weapon at the same time. No, you're going to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed, Loretta. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I will take it. Alright, big Staggerinos. Go ahead and biggest Staggerinus. I pressed the button? What? Am I getting, like, multiple input issues today? And to explain what I mean by input issues, instead of leaving it as, like, controller bad, because that sounds lame, there's something specifically where you turn at the same time that you press the circle button, or the rolling button in this case, and it eats the input. Like right here, this is me doing it. Now that time it got away with it because, again, it's a very tight frame of when it's supposed to happen. And it's not necessarily like, oh, okay, you're doing a quarter turn like that. But essentially, if you do it on a very tight frame window, that's when it happens. So, I really hope that fucking wizard doesn't follow us down here. Again, sounds lame talking about it, but it is actually like a genuine issue with this game. As well as, of course, the thing I think we were talking about last time when we were doing Godfrey, which is that dual-wielding two different elements, so Rot, Frost, in that case for that boss, you don't get either element at that point. The game just completely ignores it. Alright, big meaty Staggerinos. Go for the Bobonkus. Go for the Bobonkus. She's done that twice now, and it's weird. Bobonkus. Alright, wonderful. Bobonkus. Okay, cool. Bobonkus. Wonderful. Bobonkus. Wonderful. And a quick Bobonkus. Bobonk. And that right there is how you Bobonkus the shit out of Loretta and put her ass to bed and make sure that she suffers for all the crimes that she's committed. Which is all of them. Fun fact. You'd never guess. She actually committed every crime ever. It's a really cool thing about her. Including annoying the piss out of me. Fucking Loretta has lost all of her rights which is probably not a thing I should say, technically speaking, because she belongs to the EldenRings, who essentially don't have rights to begin with. Though I'd argue that the frog people technically deserve more rights than her. Immediate brass shield, thank you! I was really worried I'd actually be there for a while. I'm very, very glad that that was the immediate pull. Also, wait, do I have the Ash of War I'm looking for already? I don't think I do. Okay, no I don't. Alright, cool. So we gotta go over to Carrion Manor then. Alright, Carrion Manor. This shield is gonna probably need Carrion Retaliation. It's my personal favorite, and it's the one I trust the most, so I just personally love using it all the time. It's very reliable. It does a lot of work for me. So, you know, yeah. Also, I was thinking of doing Palisade shields for Melania. I don't really know if that would go super duper well, considering I don't technically have the standard for stats right now. But the Palisade shield, it's very disgusting. It has bleed, it has a... Well, actually, I don't think I have... You have to go get shield crash, if I'm not mistaken. Which I don't know if I'd want to go do that. I'd have to figure out where that is sitting. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just play out Melania like normal. Maybe we'll attempt shield crashing her. Because that would also be pretty darn fun. Long story short of it, you just get to kind of put Melania in an absolute stun lock the entire time, and it's pretty... It's a good time. It's a really good time. Alright, so actually, a side note here, while I'm running this way... Okay, cool. So I am going to need a majority of my stones again to actually get the brass shield up to par, which, unfortunate, because that's probably like an extra 100k or whatever down the toilet, just like that, because of how expensive stones are. But, you know, it's worth it. It's worth it for the trade, so... Arguably would probably just do Rivers of Blood with the parry shield, and just kind of make that the play. We'll see. We'll see what exactly the play ends up being. Either way, if we're going for parry strats on Melania right now, that's going to be a little hard, considering we have essentially no stats. Like, 0 health. So, yeah. But it is possible. So... You know. I could also go for the, Gosh, there's actually a lot of really good bleed builds that you could go for. We could also go for the bleed build where essentially you just have two curved great... Or not two curved great swords, but two curved swords. And, they just... That motherfucker. They stack really well together. They do a shit ton and a half of bleed, and they do 4 hits a pop every single time you use them. That's actually not too bad to pick up right there, because that is kind of useful. Alright, so pretty much as long as you don't touch the water here, this Loretta doesn't spawn in, but the minute you touch the water, of course, she's going to spawn in. That one sure was easy. Almost as if this was an early game boss or some shit. I don't know. Weird. I'm actually going to go ahead real quickly because I can. Just going to go ahead and make this. I don't actually need it for anything right now, but I'm just going to make it because I can. Also, I guess while I'm here, because this little ball is right here, I don't need this. It's a nice little extra... Actually, never mind. I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. Naturally, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Boy howdy, nothing like platforming and falling far distances in a Soulsborne. They sure always know how to make these things feel incredibly dangerous. I am. Alright, wonderful. Current retaliation. I could pick this up. I think this scales Arcane. It does. Actually, maybe this could be a fun option. I don't know. Maybe we'll use that. We'll see. Potentially, maybe. Everything else here seems mildly unimportant to me, so I'm not going to worry about it. Otherwise, we're off on our way to the Grace. Curiously enough, I do want to see kind of what I could do with this. If it levels, I think it probably levels standard, which, I'm not going to lie, that doesn't really suit our purposes for the most part. Because that would probably make life at least a little bit miserable right now. But we could probably work around that. So I'm going to go ahead and prep for it as if that is the case. Worst case, it's not, and I just spent a bunch of runes, so whatever. Actually, this is going to be a lot of fucking runes now that I'm thinking about it. This is actually going to be so damn expensive. It's not actually funny. Oh lordy. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a lot. Shite. Alright, it's fine. You know what? It's completely fine. Trust me on this one. We're gonna be the coolest kid at the club. It's gonna be super cool. We're gonna be great. Everything is so goddamn expensive. Oh my god. Oh no. I probably have like a fair amount of runes, right? Yeah, no, I have plenty of pocket change. We're good. We're golden. This is fine. Might actually need to spend one more Giga Chad real quickly. There, 80k. Is that enough to at least get the stones I need? It barely is. I mean, actually, no, it's not barely, but that was still 30k using Giga Chad's money. So, yay for Giga Chad. I do want to put this little Ripple Blade to test. Because honestly, if it's good enough, and if it can get an Arcane on it, that's just really good, I'd like to see it kind of go into effect. So, but first and foremost, we're going to make sure this is secured, as it needs to be. And that is a plus 24 on that bad boy. And now the Ripple Blade. And that's almost enough money. We're a little bit short in the scheme of things. Okay, cool. Alright, you know, I can make that work then. That might cover the cost. Oh, wait, what? How am I short? Could have sworn I bought 24 for each stack. Huh. Well, I guess I gotta go buy 2 more. Son of a biscuit. That's unfortunate. Alright. Use these up. Wonderful. That's about 20k. Hopefully that's enough. Everything in this game gets so damn expensive when it comes to the standard route stuff, honestly. And it's not bad necessarily. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot to have to expect. On a good day with this game, it is a lot to expect. You have to pay just gallons for everything. Alright, so there's that. Now, Ripple Blade. Okay, so Ripple Blade, I can't currently equip anything to it. So curiosity tells me real quickly, we're going to go right outside of Caria Manor real quickly here. Because I know exactly where I can go get an Ash of War that probably applies to this thing, and I really hope it does, because I would like that to be the case. But there should be Hoarfrost Stomp right on over this way. Are we just going to make a more expensive version of the Hoarfrost Axe? I guess so. Alright, here it is. Alright, there we go. Hoarfrost Stomp. We're going to head back to table. I'll go ahead and apply this to our weapon, and hopefully that'll be everything that we need to do. I also hope it actually applies to the weapon, because otherwise we just made a very expensive nothing. And that would suck. That would suck. Great. I don't know why this thing can't have a passive effect, considering it's got S scaling and Arcane, but I okay. Alright, well, that was a nice option, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and give our shield what we actually came here to do in the first place. Man, that sure does suck. Come on. Alright, well, time to push in and start making our way down to Melania. And I'm probably just going to make it a point to speed right on through to Melania. I don't really want to make a whole bunch of stopping points throughout the Holly Tree, just because we're here for one thing, and that's really it. We're here for the boss. We're going to make it happen. It's going to be a good time, I'm sure. But, by the way, folks, as the intermission goes, if you're having a fun time tonight, if you're having a great time with me, if you find my anger to be entertaining to some extent, and you haven't already, do be sure to leave a like. It's a great help to me during streams, and it's the easiest way to show support. And heck, even if you don't want to keep that like after the stream because you like to keep your likes neat and tidy with like very specific things like music videos and whatnot, not totally something I do. I mean, no, definitely not me. But long story short, it does help me out a ton. So if you've done it already, thank you so much for doing it. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, no, let's just keep going on here, having some fun, doing what we need to do. And I died. Wonderful. I don't think I've ever actually gotten properly rammed by these two lads, really. I can't tell you the last time I've actually seen either of them get a hit on me, let alone kill me. But I guess here we are. Today's a fun day. So. Oh, gosh. The luck streak of today has been a little bit rough for me, all things considered. Like, honestly, in terms of luck, my luck has been, like, kind of abysmal today. It's nothing too terrible. I'm really not that bitter about it or anything like that. It's just, it's one of those days. Alright, almost to the next major checkpoint. We love to see it, we love to be it, we love to get on through this entire location because honestly being here too long is really just being here too long. The Holly Tree is such an interesting location as a whole. Also, I almost got sniped there. Wonderful. But I will say, there's so much shit here that just hates your existence with a passion. And it's not even close. Like, everything here just genuinely hates you. That helmet right there should give us a faith build. Or not a faith build, but like, it should increase faith if we put it on. So, it's a good option in case I actually need it, but I don't need it. So, you know. Do I have... I don't think I do. That's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. It is what it is. I could also technically just remove it off the one weapon, but I'm not really... Oh, wait, okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually properly quick step. We're good to go. Quick step is probably going to be at least a little bit important on this next little area, just because of how it functions. It's a rough enough location, so I think we need vitality if I'm not mistaken. Funny part is honestly increasing our total resistance for the rot right now. It doesn't even really make that huge of a difference in the scheme of things. It's nice to have and everything, it's just not really that deep. Mainly because for the most part, you can just kind of get through this area if you're fast. You don't really have to think about it, so... That being said, it's still a bullshit area, and honestly, the amount of shit that will kill you outright is a lot. Okay, cool. I actually was just in time there to get the better version of Rot, so yay for me. Because fun fact, if you didn't know, there are actually 2 versions of Rot that you can pick up on any playthrough. One is the hyper-aggressive Rot, which you get pretty much down from like the Lake of Rot, or if you've been bathing in Rot. Same thing actually applies for poison for the most part, except it's only just applicable to the how quickly it applies to you, and getting that like last couple of seconds of tick up. Because they pretty much said, well, if you're rolling in Rot or poison, in this game, they definitely just put it on site for you. They just said, yep, nope, yeah, you're taking on extra poise. Can't do that. Can't be a goofball like that. So, neat little interesting things that they do with this game, which I find to be just a pleasant little fact. So, granted, getting rotted in this game is it's a little bit miserable, but, you know, take what you can, I guess. Okay, so this little hole right here, I think I'm actually going to whip out my bow real quickly, and we're just going to go ahead and make up the difference real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually just play this out, like, hopefully a little bit stealthier than usual. Alright, kill the big one first. The big one's actually an issue. Oh, he's healthy. Shit. That's gonna... yeah. That makes this room, like, significantly harder. Now that I'm thinking about it. Not specifically that guy right there, just the simple fact that this room that we're going into... we have no health, and we are one-shottable, and the luck right now is literally we either get away with it or we don't. For pretty much that is our goal. So, do I have any kukuri? Because if I do, I could make my life just a little bit easier here. I do. Okay. All right, maybe we'll try kukuri strats actually then. Kukuri strats might actually be able to pull this off. Alright, there we go. Right over there. I'm terribly sorry. I must have missed the part where they didn't pay attention to the thing that I just did. What is the perception range of this jackass here? Okay, wow. Okay, so I guess this guy just doesn't... He doesn't care. Alright, sure, I guess. Actually, I just realized there's multiple holes here. Huh. I will gladly take that. Honestly, if he just wants to lean into my arrows a little bit for me, that is so nice of him. He didn't even have to do that. Alright, well now he's like hyper-aggressive pissed. Which, fair enough, I guess, but still. Worst part is he's not even like the only one that I need to technically kill. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well there we go. We did kill him. It took a little bit more effort than I really wanted it to, but whatever. It's fine. Alright, trigger the babies. The cool part about this, actually, though, is that when you trigger them like this... Okay, don't know how I lived that. Oh my god. The stray bullets. Oh my god. This fucking game. Alright. I don't know why I sent that back up. Whatever. It's fine. Doesn't even matter. We're not coming back. So. Alright. We are officially at Melania. Which... that in of itself is going to be more than enough fun. But we also just have the general issue of it is indeed Melania. So... I'm going to probably equip some armor here, not specifically for Melania, but more so than anything so we can poise properly. Because really when it comes down to it, the major issue of this fight is going to be, does Melania break through most of our shit? Which, good chance she will. So, getting around that. I also wish I had a jar talisman right now to actually get back into medium or light load. Because light load is kind of important. I think we can get away with this. You know what? I'm going to try it as is, and we're going to see what happens. Worst case, it fails. So, worst case, it fails, you know? I don't intend to completely just Rivers of Blood Melania. I feel like that just wouldn't be very fun, all things considered. We are going to definitely do some parry strats on her, because I do enjoy parrying her. But for the most part, we're going to play it as safely as we can. So, you know. Alright. Shield time. Roll the attack. Little surprised she didn't do the follow-up there. Usually she'll do the follow-up of the little spark blade that she does, but she didn't do it there. So, I mean, it's okay. We got away with it, clearly, but, you know, a little bit of a difference between night and day sometimes. Alright. Parried. Wonderful. Another waterfowl. Okay. Rolled. Okay. So far, so good, actually. A little surprising. Well, you know, I guess I did have to fuck it up, didn't I? That's too bad. Damn, I can't believe we actually took it that far. Well, you know, actually, it's Rivers of Blood, so never mind. I could totally believe we took it that far. The fact of the matter is that the Rivers of Blood, if you know what you're doing, the damn weapon is just insane, honestly. And we're not even going all out on our buffing and everything right now. We're just doing a very standard flask at the moment, and that's it. That and maybe our helmet gear, which gives us 10% towards damage right now. That's fine. Two-framers are always that way. This should be fine, though. Honestly, I don't want to be cocky and say we're definitely going to get this tonight, but I would say we have a higher chance of getting this tonight. And honestly, if we don't get it tonight, then it is what it is. So, you know. Probably take another sip of water here in a second here. Actually, you know what? While Melania is slow walking towards me, I'm just... Oh, she's walking fast. There we go. Parried. Parried. Alright, do it again. Thank you. Big meaty stabbers. Alright, brain dead. Rolled. Alright, this one I'm going to run away real quickly, go ahead and get my flask back. Yeah, good stuff. Really, I gotta remember not to just casually approach her like that, because I am trying to beat her. Also, she can do that, so, you know, there's that. I think for the sake of the fight, I either need to choose on those attacks specifically to either do like an R1 into the corpse piler, or to just do corpse piler. Because I think if I just do corpse piler, we're good to go. It's honestly, it's such a hard... It's a really dumb, strong move. It's just kind of hard to fuck up. I mean, they nerfed it, but that really doesn't even mean that much. Alright, I'm gonna stab once. Corpse piler. Alright. Parried. Parried. Run away. Bait some bullshit. There we go. Love to see it. Alright, that is probably going to trigger her phase transition. If it... Well, it didn't immediately do it, at least. There we go. Parried. Love to see it. Sidestep, sidestep. Stab once. Okay, she got super iframes on that one. That was a my bad moment. I wasn't actually expecting that at all. That was a weird transition for her. I don't know if I'm too pro. I don't know about that Starburst. But no, what you got? Alright. No. Alright, parried. There we go. Wow, get parried, bitch. Got him. Go ahead and get a quick, meaty little stabberoonie. Actually, that really wasn't that much damage, was it? Sidestep, sidestep. Corpse pile once. Roll away. Parried. Parried. Do I like turn-based RPG stuff? I would have to say as a whole, yes. I'm not usually the kind of person to go out of my way and run for it and whatnot, but I do like it. That was some really wackadoo RNG out of Melania here. I'm really expecting her to waterfowl, and she's just, like, refusing to do that. Melania, could you please waterfowl for me real quick? That's not a waterfowl. I don't know why she's just... There it is. There's the waterfowl. I will gladly take this, because that's like my favorite attack to deal with when it comes to Melania. But yeah, no, I do enjoy my turn-based RPGs for the most part. I don't play them very often, though. Alright. There we go. So far, so good. I can't really, like, complain about this fight. Okay, she did the... A little brain dead. Sea of Stars. Okay, okay, Starburst. I'll take a look into it. I'll take a look into the game and see if it's something that I'd probably vibe with. I mean, heck, if it's an RPG, I'd probably say I more than likely like it. I more than likely like it. Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have done? Is I should have gotten some bees for her. I should have gotten some bees for Melania. That would have been really smart. Bees would have been perfect for her second phase. You know what? Perfect time to do it. I'm gonna get some bees for Melania's second phase. I may need to adjust my flask if I'm not mistaken right now, because the flask I think is off. Yeah, I think my flask is currently set up for like heavy attacks, and I need to go ahead and set it back up for faith, so that way I can actually properly bees her. Alright, bees, we love to see. I could... No, Rot Breath, I don't think that's actually even remotely worth it. Everything else here is almost completely secondary to the nature. So, we just want bees. Pixel art game? I love pixel art, so I can't complain about that. It sounds good to me. I have this one still. This is still important to me, so I'm going to leave it on. Yeah, no, that sounds like a great time. That just sounds wonderful. I'll definitely have some time to probably put into that and look into it. Let's see, I currently have 8 faith at the moment. I'm not wearing the other talisman that gives me faith, but that's okay, because my flask, I believe, now gives me 8 faith total. So that puts me right at 16, if I'm not mistaken, which, let me just make sure I can use bees at... Okay, yeah, we're going to be good. We're going to be fine for that. I'm going to be able to use bees when I want to use bees. Bees on Melania's second phase, I think, sounds like a really good idea. Sounds really fun for the most part. So, yeah. I almost completely fucked that up for the most part, and I'm really surprised that I didn't. There's the fuck up. My bad. That was such a simple thing to fuck up, too. That's unfortunate. Oh, well. It is what it is. I would probably like to use Moog Spear here, but the problem is with Moog Spear at the moment is I can only use Moog Spear one-handed if I have the flasks set up for strength build, and I do not currently have that set up. Parried, get better, nerd. She dodged out of the second hit there, and that mildly pisses me off. There we go. Parried. Parried. I'm gonna walk away from it, go ahead and reset the situation. I'm a little surprised that reached me, actually. I was not expecting that. You know, one of the few things that I really, really, really like about Melania during first phase, and I've seen this more and more, and I've kind of come more and more accustomed to it, is that she's a very reactionary boss fight for the most part in first phase, which is to say that in first phase, it's almost all you having to kind of make her do something, at least for the most part. Like, right here, this is her being generous. But for the most part, she usually does things after you do something. So, it's nice. I have no idea why the button didn't do the thing when I pressed the button. I wish the game would explain itself on that one a little bit for me. But it sucks too, because we're doing really well right off the bat with her. It is not almost 2 a.m. for me. It is currently 10:37 for me at the moment. No worries. I got work in the morning, so I'm more than responsible enough, I promise. I should probably, just for the most part, say that if I'm gonna go for a parry, I should just get the parry off. Otherwise, I just play it out. I don't think overthinking the fight benefits me that well. I'm gonna try just going in there, doing the parries, getting a parry, and working backwards from there. Or maybe I'm just gonna try waiting for opportunities to corpse pile her. We'll see. Alright, are we getting a free parry off the bat? Kind of. Not the one I was expecting, funny enough. No, I am definitely not a complete and utter night owl. Definitely not me. I like sleep way too much. Damn, that felt like an aggressive-ass parry. I feel mildly bad about that one. But there's the reason why I don't really feel that bad about it. I'm hoping the small amount of armor I'm wearing at the moment is enough during her second phase. I really do. It sounds to me like you do, in fact, need to reset, all things considered, on that one, Starburst. Yeah. I don't know why I'm missing the bare minimum rolls like that. It's unfortunate, really. All things considered, it's quite unfortunate. Because it's so simplistic. It's something that I should just be getting. But it's just not coming out. Here we go again. Alright, one poke into water. It's really crazy how the one poke was supposed to be like halfway decent damage, and it wasn't even that. Alright, I just gotta go ahead and say fuck it and just do corpse pilers on that one. Because if I do it any other way, I think I'm fucking it up. So. Alright, here we go again. Alright, well, great attempt. There's so many times where you just kind of deal with Melania and you just run in there and you hope it's going to go well, and then she either two-frames you or she decides that she's going to do that wackadoo spin on you, and for some reason the parry is not going to connect. And to be fair, the last one actually, that was on me. This is the last one of this run. This is our last boss for our Arcane only. Why the fana? Again, it's like that time I actually did the parry. It just didn't come out. It didn't work. If it's not something, it's always something with this fucking boss, honestly. And it sucks. Because I just want to like the boss, I just want to move along with the fight for the most part, but it is what it is. Parried, two-framer, of course. I'm going from being in my element with the boss to being completely out of my element, and that is unfortunate as hell, because, like, the first handful of attempts so far have hands down been the best in comparison. These have been bad. Like, so far, I've been doing bad. So, I don't know what happened. It sure did, though. No leap? Okay. Parried. I don't know why I'm overstepping that one. Like, I had my timings down and everything, and now it's just suddenly not happening. And it's such a simple thing, honestly, in the scheme of things. It just... I don't get it. That's all. Parried. Wonderful. No two-frame. Thank you. Oh, wonderful, it worked. Yay! A magical. I tried to parry the two-frame from too far away. That's terrific. That's magical. That's a magical moment right there. God damn it. Hard part here is if I had, like, lesser armor, and I'm curious, actually, could I do that at this point right now? Is there actually lesser armor that would get me into the weight class I'm looking for? No. No, there's not. Our current weight class is already sitting in medium load, because it's really just the bronze shield. All things consideration, it's probably the bronze shield that's doing this to our weight class at the moment. Sidestep. Sidestep. One corpse piler. Roll away. That would have been parryable had I actually paid enough attention, but we'll take that one instead. Waterfowl. Blocked, rolled, sidestepped. Okay, I don't know exactly what's happening there, but I sure am doing it. I'm going to take a sip of water, I'm going to assume dehydration is the issue of the day here. You know, quick side note here. What is this on the shield? It's such a intricate, great-looking shield for the most part. I just am curious if that's a dragon. Because for the most part, the dragons that they've shown in this realm, in this world they've built, it could be a serpent. You're right. It could definitely be a serpent. The fucking two-framer. I should have expected the two-framer. Anyways, in the world that they built so far here, the dragons, at least, have all kind of been presented as European. So I'm not really sure exactly what that is, or what the vibe is for it, but it's interesting, all the same. Parried. Parried. Unfortunately, I stepped that one a little too far. All right. I'm going to try just focusing on the boss here and see if that helps. Because my focus seems to be splitting at all the wrong times. I saw the two-framer coming out, but unfortunately the reaction timing on that is, like, you almost have to, like, essentially see that it's going to be a two-framer and at the same time press parry at the same time the two-framer's coming out. It really doesn't leave much room for freedom on that attack, and it sucks, because it is definitely, unfortunately, a insanely deadly attack like anything else Malenia puts out at you. It all is just deadly. Yeah, Paige indeed. That's why we put her in the grave. Alright, wonderful job, Malenia. Thank you so much. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't actually get that parry there, because I definitely did. I guess I'll take a partial, but still. Damn, that is a substantial amount of health she gets back. And there's the two-framer. You either get so good at handling Malenia that you can just deal with the two-framer and accept the fact that you're probably still going to die to it every now and then, or you just play around not parrying her at all, which doesn't really save you from the two-framer. It just simply means that you aren't parrying her, so you don't have to, you know, dictate whether or not you should deal with that attack. That's really the major difference. Parried. I don't know how I lived there, but I will take it. You know, we're gonna play it out, why not? Never mind. Malenia disagrees. Oh. I'd like to get past this. I really would. I'd like to be done with this boss fight, all things considered. But she won't let me go. It's really unfortunate. uh, hard part too about a build like this is that we only have bleed at the moment. So when we actually get to second phase, bleed's not going to really be doing anything to her very much so, or at least it's going to take too long to proc properly. Parried. Parried. Sidestep. Sidestep. Big stab in the booty butthole. Parried. I am doing my best to just kill her. I promise. Okay, no waterfowl yet, but she's sitting at waterfowl. Yeah, there we go. That was parryable, but I also got really... I just disengaged too much there. There we go. Interesting. Usually she does the spark attack right after that. I mean, it's okay, but still. Oh, well... Oh, right, I didn't pay attention. I was out of my juice. I was out of FP, which means that carrying retaliation doesn't work. Yeah, that is a concept, isn't it? Shit. This fucking game. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We have the sauce for it. We can do it. Quick meaty blow. Wonderful. Roll the attack. Run away. Roll the attack. Go ahead and poke her knees out one more time. Roll away. Parried. And parry her again. And do it one more time after she stops looking at the wrong direction. That's unfortunate, because I was expecting a different attack there, but that's also on me, as opposed to anything else. I was expecting her to two-frame there, but, well, you know, that didn't happen. She did something good. God. I'm curious if the Palisade Shield would be reasonable here, actually. We'd have to probably mix it in with parry strats, and I really don't even know if we could have the stats to wield it properly at this point. That was a great attack, Melania. Thank you. Parried. Parried. Wonderful. Do it again. I mean, I'll take this. That's fine. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna run away from her for 2 seconds here. Because I just noticed something. Naturally, my cat shows up at my door. Because he is a wonderful cat, but still. Oh, here he comes. It's funny, Samwise, this is probably not the time to be doing this at the moment, buddy, but I still love you. Well, waterfowl. You're absolutely right. It is always the time for cats. But well, wait, hang on. Starburst, why do you feel scammed? Now, why would that be the case? I'm trying reasonably to think if... You know what, maybe I should put this back on instead. Just because the build I'm using right now, I'm primarily focusing on getting damage off through the weapon art. So maybe that should be the move. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Samwise. Samwise is currently playing a door game with me. I drank my flask at the wrong time? That's unfortunate. I am terribly sorry. I can't believe I've never sent pictures of Mr. Samwise. Yep. Nope, I definitely need to correct that mistake. You're absolutely right. I will definitely be sure to do that sometime in the morning. So, I will definitely do that. Alright, there we go. And away we go. I don't imagine that's going to be a huge amount of damage increase. Also, there's that. No, it's okay. I figured you were probably getting Starburst. It's all good. No worries about that. God, you know what? Yeah, I am probably gonna... Thing is I think if we don't beat the boss tonight, I might do it as a side project for myself, personally speaking, but we're probably just gonna not do another stream just for Millennia, all things considered. So if we don't do it tonight, it's probably not gonna happen on stream. I miserably hate how that one attack always works, because it never works the correct way. It just doesn't. Ugh. Yeah, I think if we don't get it tonight, then I'm probably just going to do a VOD at some point or another here of just getting Millennia with the Arcane only build. But it's nothing that's going to happen, overnight, clearly. So. Roll the attack, stab. She's been doing that a lot recently, where she just ducks out of the attacks that I'm doing. Samwise, you gotta be kidding me, buddy. I don't like blaming things on the cat, but that is definitely on him, at least today. I love him and everything. He's a tuxedo. He's a wonderful cat, though. He's a little curious ball of fluff and love and everything like that. Same as any of our dogs, really. But he's just currently deciding that right now is the perfect time for a door game. Which, fun fact, door game's not very cool. Samwise. Come on, dude. Come on. Is now... Well, yeah, fair enough, whatever. I'm just gonna have to give him plenty of scritches before bedtime, probably. That's more than likely the case. And at any rate, I think this is honestly just telling me that this is probably the vibe we're working with right now tonight. I'm gonna try one other thing here real quickly for, like, in terms of getting this done tonight. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And honestly, we did what we could. I'm really not too pressed about beating this tonight, though. So, only thing I'd say about Moog Spear, and as much as I'd like to use Moog Spear, we would have to have the strength stat for it. And unfortunately, we just don't really have a way of boosting our strength more than we already have at this point. Because, I mean, with our current, we have 19 at the moment. That's a lot in of itself. But unfortunately, that's just kind of it. Like, there's no magical extra items right now that we have, other than our flask at the moment. We could do our flask, that would basically cover the need, probably, maybe. But otherwise, we don't. So, I'll try this out, see what happens with it. We're somehow still in medium load, so I'll take it. Probably going to go for parry strats still, but I'm just going to go for more poking, I guess, in this case, for Malenia, and see what happens. So... But yeah, I think we're going to give this a handful more of attempts tonight, and that's going to be it. Because, honestly, I think as far as it stands, this has been a pretty good run for the most part. We could definitely get Malenia, and the fact of the matter is that is just the case. And now he is using his little catnip thing. That's wonderful. Thank you, Samwise. Well, I haven't been grabbed in a while, so there's a grab, I guess. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, great. It's like I never took any damage. Wonderful. Good news is I haven't been buffing, so I don't actually have to worry about doing any buffing. Damn, the spear does a lot of damage. I actually forgot just how much damage it pumps out, but it's a lot, obviously. My lord, that is a lot of damage. I might be able to outrun this? Nice. That was kind of really risky. But it did pay off, I would say. Parried. Okay, so the spear might actually be really good here. The spear might actually be incredibly insane here. Granted, I have to two-hand it just to make it work properly at the moment, which, you know, in of itself is a little bit risky, but it's really damn good. So, I'm not going to bother probably with its charge attack, because the charge attack is just too darn slow for anything viable right now. But, yeah. Fucking two-framer. I do feel at least a resounding amount of trust and hope in the spear, though. It seems like it's going to actually work, so we'll see. I feel like tonight I've been very lazy. Been very lazy tonight in general. Parried. Not a parry. Getting her started to get everything kind of rolling can be such a damn chore. You know, I'm actually technically tossing in a couple more jump attacks right now. Maybe jump attacks. I'm going to go ahead and do that for right now. Again, it's not really that huge of a difference in terms of the total damage output, but it is nice. So far, so good. Big meaty poke. It really doesn't actually do that much damage in the scheme of things, but it is nice to have. Procs have been coming very, very massive. Like, they have been very good. That was incredibly... That was just intimidating, how she got up there. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. Sucks, but, you know... I wasn't sure exactly how she'd approach that one, but she got away with it, so, I mean, I'll take it. Honestly, as it stands right now, I'm more than okay just kind of doing this and winning. So, yeah. I'd rather just win and get this over with. She was gonna go for it. She was gonna be that dirty, ugly monster, and she was gonna go for it. Rude. Honestly, the bees probably aren't gonna do a lot to her here. Oh. Might two-hand this and actually just play this slow. I want her to do this attack right here and to do the follow-up every time. She didn't do it there, but it's okay. So... That's fine. That's wonderful. Parried, run away. Okay. Overall, not bad. Parried. That attack right there is pretty free for the most part to parry. It's just being smart enough to parry it. It was right against a wall. The worst part is that was probably going to be the win. Controlling and spacing her properly can be such a bastard. I think, honestly, at the start of second phase, I'm not going to worry about Swarm of Flies. I actually don't think Swarm of Flies is anything worth it to this fight for the most part. It's really just not. I might actually chug this early, because it is a darn useful thing to have. Oh, whoops. I thought that actually gave me more, but oh well. Overall, pretty good. Yeah, well, overall we're doing pretty good here. I can't reasonably complain. We're doing decent enough against her. It's just about getting around the bullshit. That's it. Parried, run away. So far, that hasn't betrayed me, which is nice. The fucking two-framer. Okay. Again, not a bad attempt, all things considered. It was not bad. And you know what? I'm actually willing to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to go for the bigger damage numbers. I'm going to go for the bigger damage numbers, and we'll see how it plays. Honestly, huge, big, meaty hits against her is just, it's always a better thing to do for the most part, at least. So, try it out, see what happens. That's the vibe. Parried. Parried. Alright, big meaty pokers. Send her ass packing. Okay, no immediate waterfowl. There's the waterfowl. I'm gonna get caught. Alright. That didn't translate well to me. That did not seem like a parry. Okay, yeah, that one... Damn it. That one was not good. Oh my god. I just have my fat little cat just sitting here next to me, just wondering, why am I not sitting down in my gaming chair? He wants to sit in my lap. Oh, the poor little guy. He doesn't know. Ah, gosh. Wait, right, yeah, this. Alright, sidestep, sidestep. Big meaty pokers right to the butt. Parried. Parried. That was a parry. You're lying. You're dead. You're wrong, actually. I used to remember I used to find it, like, insanely annoying whenever she would say that she's the Blade of Mikola. Granted, that was, when the game first initially came out, and now I've just kind of gotten desensitized to her saying that crap and whatnot, to the point where it's just like, it is what it is. Okay, got a little mixed up in my actions. Alrighty. I think we're going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and give this probably like the 5 more rule. And then I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do the big old thing of probably calling it a night, all things considered. Now, I could take care of this one of 2 ways. I could either say, you know what, okay, it is what it is, and we're just going to go ahead and take whatever levels that we want to deal with Malenia, which, wouldn't be dumb, necessarily. It'd probably help us survive the 2-framer, all things considered. But I think, really, for the most part, I just don't want to really come back to this challenge just to fight Malenia, all things considered. It's not a bad fight and everything. It's fun. It's just this. I really am trying to do other things. So, and this has been a fun time. But yeah. So, all right, Malenia, do something good. That's decent. That was okay, RNG. I'll take it, but do better. Thank you. She does not stay down long, and that is terrifying. Every single time. You know what? I'm pretty darn tempted. I'm gonna go for her 5 more. 5 more decent tries before we take every rune that we have in our pockets right now and do pretty much as much leveling as we can with it. Which probably isn't going to be that much because it's already 49k just to level at this point for us. But I will do what I can with it. So, I think that's going to be the move. Because I think at this point, I am tired of this run. It's been fun for the most part, but yeah. And I think I keep reiterating it, and it doesn't really change the fact that I've reiterated it at least 5 or 6 times now. So... Oh wow, good RNG. Thank you, Malenia. That's so generous of you. I can't believe you would do such a thing. Crazy. Run away, heal up, wonderful. Okay, back on track. More or less. Parried. Again, don't know why that's whipping, but it sure is. Yeah, no, I think honestly, yeah. Fuck. I think I'm just bitter. Weird how I definitely parried her there, and it just didn't equate to a parry. It's actually really odd. You know, that makes perfect sense. First time I decide to actually challenge that and run right towards her, she does the one thing that is, like, super free to parry every single time of the day. Ugh. This lady. This boss fight. Okay. So. Thank you, Melania, for doing something that, like, literally has no benefit to me whatsoever. And then promptly two-framing. Wow, amazing. You're right. Honestly, she is that boss. She is absolutely that boss. We're at the classic one more try. Yeah, we are indeed. But I am going to go ahead and say, I think after this next attempt, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to take every rune I have, spend it all, and we're just going to go ahead and see if we can pretty much just knock her shit sideways. So, yeah. I think that's the plan. Samwise, are you planning on leaving again? He's thinking about it. Alright. Like I said, this is actually probably not even going to equate to that much because, I mean, these are not really high-level runes, all things considered. These runes are really not actually even going to be equating to a lot of levels, which is unfortunate. But there is something I can do that'll definitely give me more than enough to make it all happen. So, I'm going to go ahead and spend the levels that I just got real quickly. And we're going to go see Moog. We're going to go see Moog, we're going to go get a shit ton of runes, and that is going to be that. Alright, here we go. That is not the right one. Is it the right one? Oh, no, yeah, no, this is exactly the right one. Okay, come on now. Only done this about 80 different times. Only done this about 80 different times. Is it... I don't know. Is this just a problem with Torrent right now? Is Torrent having a bad day, too? Come on. Come on. You'll see in a minute here, Starburst, as soon as it actually functions like it's supposed to. Only problem is that it's just not really functioning the way that it's supposed to. It's really crazy how there we go. Oh, wow, look, there's that first part of the jump. Okay, alright, there's that part of the jump. My day has been okay, for the most part, I'd say. Pretty darn good. I have currently a pretty... not debilitating, I'd say. That's an incorrect phrase, roughly. Rough. I did a pretty firm workout, and now I have just behind my breathing on my right side. It's just hard right now. It's a lot of pain, actually. But it is what it is. Anyways, as you can see, I'm falling for a very long time here, but it's about to become apparent as to why I'm doing this falling in the first place. So, it's alright, Starburst. I mean, honestly, it's probably another reason why I was initially planning on not streaming today, all things considered, but I don't know. I just did it anyways. Alright, any month now, the runes will come to us. Come on now, game. I didn't realize it actually takes this long every flippin' time, but it sure does. Anyways, that's 150k right then and there, and we can technically do this as many times as we want to, if we really wanted to, but I'm only going to get enough probably to level up my vigor just enough to be nice and sexy. So, I can also technically move around my stats a little bit, and you know what, I could actually do that too. That wouldn't be dumb. I have a lot of levels sitting on me right now. Why don't I go see... Do I have... By the way, do I have one of these? How did I not purchase one? I know where to get one, so let me just go get one real quickly. Alright. We're gonna go get a quick thingy on over here. That is going to help us take care of what we're trying to get done in the first place. So, yay for that. There we go. Now we're going to go see Renala real quickly. We're going to go ahead and change around our stats ever so slightly to make things make sense.
Where did he flee, my sweeting? Is it that to become now?
Alright, we're going to go ahead and probably settle with a nice 35 in that. Go ahead and boost this back on up to at least 45 roughly. Go ahead and get some strength going, some dex going. And I do want some endurance so I can start light rolling again. Mind wouldn't be bad. And more strength. More strength, I think. Everything else, I think, it feels a little bit secondary to what we're doing here. So, yeah. Alright, there we go. How much does it cost to level at this point? 53k. Okay, cool. I almost have exactly 53k, so I can get one more level going real quickly. Of course, I am a little bit short on that. Wonderful. Okay. Well, that should be enough. Okay. So with all that done, our odds of beating Melania have probably just significantly increased for the most part. We now have a lot more in terms of our stats, which means we also have a lot more in terms of general damage, which, you know, just honestly works pretty darn well for the most part. I could also go out of my way and add in some extra gear here that would probably make my damage all the better. We're not going to really concern ourselves with it too much. We're just going to go ahead and focus on doing damage, beating the boss down, all that stuff. Look at that, we even live. Unfortunately, though, now we have 2 heals, and that's not going to be enough to actually fully heal her off. So, well, it's fine. We didn't need the extra damage anyways, so we're going to do what we can, and that's that. Alright, waterfowl, I'm assuming. Right. Hit her with the blood spear. Love to see it. No extra heals on hand right now. A little bit of a problem. Wonder if I do this. Just curiosity. Kind of worked. Oh, man. It went better, of course. Yeah, it just went better. Let's go ahead and do something real quickly here. Flasks, go ahead and get this a little bit more swapped on over. Go ahead and do a 6 and 4, sure, why not? And on top of that, let's go ahead and see here. Our physique is currently set up for faith and charge attacks. I'm just going to go ahead and put it all into strength. Big dammies, for the most part. This is kind of unnecessary. None of our other things are really that important to us, so yeah, leave that alone. It is what it is. I'm currently a medium roll still, but that's okay, because I'm just going to add some extra guard real quickly. A little bit more protection. Go ahead and throw the dagger on so we can get our extra buff in. And we're good to go. Okay, cool. Alright, chug that. Hit it with a golden vow. Run on in there, and we begin. Oh, look at that. There's the one that is supposed to be parryable. Doing that one shield poke attack I found has done a lot of work for dealing with Malenia. I'm really glad that I actually stunned her. Otherwise, it probably would have been a bad time. Wow, 2 frames. No one would ever see that one coming. Again, I don't understand why it decided today not to be parryable. But, you know, it's probably fine. Curiosity, because I just want to find out. Again, it's so curious how she just doesn't have to worry about that. I'm not gonna have enough stamina for that. Like, I may have had enough stamina for it, but it wasn't gonna be enough proper, I think. I still would have had my meter broken. I can only say it is what it is so many times. Oh man, if it's not something with this boss set, I swear. Alright, there. Alright, away we go. Actually, you know what? This worked last time, so I'm going to do it again. Fair. Valid. Understandable. Alright, run away, go ahead and get all my healing done. Alright, big meaty pokers, we'd love to see it. Go ahead and hit her with this again, because so far this has worked almost consistently for every single attempt on that. Didn't actually mean for her to kick the shield there, but oh well. Not sure why that one has been failing consistently now, but again, oh well, I guess. Alright, that essentially puts her in second phase. I'm gonna go ahead and real quickly go buff up and everything. Which is really just Golden Bow in this case. So, yeah. And Samwise, though. Come on, man. Come on. What was that? I saw that. I saw him go right on over to my door. He's playing door games. He's being a cat. Hang on, folks. Hey, Elaine. How you doing? Sorry about that, folks. You know, sometimes I really don't know what's going on with cats, but I like to imagine that they're probably just having like a little dilemma right now in their head where they're not really sure if they should be proper bothering you or, you know, if they should be doing their own thing. Parried. I mean, I love this attack, so thank you. I probably shouldn't be testing the water on that attack during this fight. You know, that's fair. That's a really hard attack to roll. There's a certain cadence to it, and depending on where you are, you have to change your cadence. But, I mean, honestly, okay, we're going to be able to beat Melania tonight for sure, I think, at this point. Tiny, fluffy, sometimes angry for no reason P-brands. Yeah. They're sweethearts. I do love them. I love them terribly so. But, you know, if it weren't for the fact that he likes to play the door game with me and during important things, like the stream. Alright, blood. I like the Blood Boon ritual a whole lot, and just how much it does. It really does actually just mess up Melania a ton. You know what? Honestly, that's fine. She can kick me like that. Although she better not start hunting me down rapidly. Alright, big meaty pokers. We'd love to see it. Go ahead and run behind her. Blood Boon. Wonderful attacks, Melania. Thank you so much. Do it again. Do it again. Oh, I guess I can live it. Okay. big meaty pokers. I know I did that, and I triggered her second phase, and now I don't have everything kind of lined up the way that I'd want it to. But it's okay. We're just going to live with it, we're going to deal with it, we're going to make it happen. Oh. Alright, Melania, be friendly. Thank you. I wasn't really expecting her to listen to me on that. She definitely just almost ended my life on the spot. Like, if she had actually, like, gotten the grab off there, I would just be dead. Alright, little stab her in the butt. Parried, run away. I was gonna say I need to start setting up for this. There we go. Still got away with it. It wasn't great, but it works. I like seeing her just full dash like that around me. It doesn't work. Okay, cool. So second phase, I can't really Blood Boon her like that. Not anymore, at least. Parried. Run away. Alright, come on, Melania. Jump at me. Thank you. That was really nice of her. She didn't have to actively jump like that at me, but she did. Oh. A little trick here, just run around in a circle there, and it always makes her do that right there, where she just immediately messes up the attack. So, it's mostly free. Sidestep, sidestep, poke, roll the attack, go for big meaty poker. Poke the ankles. Honestly, take what you can. Honestly, when it comes to Melania, I just say, just run away from that attack every time. It doesn't matter. She did some wackadoo shit there. Okay, cool. And she set up in the corner there just to mess with me. Yo, okay, you showed up. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, no joke, it's like this weird thing that happens with me. I'm like always fighting Melania or something. Well, you're almost just in time to see me beat her, so that's good news. Oh. Well, you know, about that. She decided to do the thing. The one thing. She had so many choices in life and she chose violence. I hope you're doing well today, man. It's good seeing you. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. Oh, man. You know, if it's not something with this fucking boss, it's something else with her instead. Parried. 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 Overall, it was a good attempt. It just got completely overshadowed by one attack on Melania. Blocked. Rolled. Waterfowl. I'm sorry, not waterfowl. I love how she turns around, she just looks you dead in the eye like, you really just poked me right in the ass? How dare you? Parried. I love getting the minor poke there on her. It feels really good. Alright, there we go. I was gonna two-hand it, but you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. Parried. Run away. Okay, waterfowl. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely gotten better. It's been a headache and a half doing so, but I sure have. I'm gonna try and kill her here, actually. I don't want to go into second phase without having a parry available. It would be nice to have the parry available. There we go. Alright, accidentally wasted a second blast there. It is what it is. That was a really stupid trade that I took. And I'm gonna run away here to get my heal off, because, yeah. Alright, run away. Jump at me. Dumbass. Parried. Oh, this attack is free. Actually, I'm going to use this to buff up. Okay, she didn't do it twice. That's fine. But, you know, it would have been nice. Run away. That's fine. I do wish I could summon bees right now, because this would be the time for bees. I'm so disappointed right now. But oh well, I guess. Alright, Melania, run at me and do the thing with the thing, okay? Come on. Thank you. She does my favorite attacks when I don't, like, have the time to parry them, and it sucks. No, you rotten... She really just said, you know, this crazy move I learned, let me just go ahead and do it 3 times back to back, just to see how you react to it. I guarantee you'd probably be funny. The thing is we had her on the ropes and everything. It really just came down to a simple answer of she didn't feel like it today. That's it. That's all it came down to. This fucking boss. That's a really bad trade that I just took there. I don't know why I've been taking it. I can't believe it either, honestly. She's really, like... She's just kind of a mean person. Parried, run away. There's one thing I could probably agree with, is that, honestly, Melania, she kind of sucks. She just kind of sucks. And I do want to greatly put her ass in the dirt, honestly. That would make me feel very good. Parried. Parried? That was the wrong kind of flask. Really? There. Great. Alright, second phase again. Golden Bow, into Flask, into Spear. Okay, Waterfowl immediately. That was a really bad start and everything, but, you know, it is what it is. Parry. Run away. Poke her in the ankles one singular time. Parry. Okay, she can sometimes follow that up with something that's nice to parry, but we're just going to take what we can. Parried. Waterfowl. I can't really get any more of my my blood moons off, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Okay, well, I mean, hey, I will take the bleed proc. That's really good news. Reapply buff. Parried. Run away. Okay, really run away. There we go. Put her ass in the dirt. Two-hand. Get the poke. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to roll that one. I am glad that it worked, but still. Alright, run in there. Get the blood boon. And knee heal. And that, my friends, is the end to our Arcane-only run. With Melania having a little bit more of a expedited route, all things considered. But, that being said, we have officially done it. Done for it for the night. that is the end of this run in particular.
I finally met
It was a good time.
my match.
Thank you so much, Hawk. Thank you so much, okay. Appreciate it, man. It's good seeing you, by the way. It's really good. Hope you've been taking great care of yourself, man. Honestly. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this run. So I will go ahead and kind of just preface this. Melania, we did not actually do her with properly only Arcane on our stats. However, I will go ahead and also say that this is our final part, and I meant that as a serious note too. Other than Melania, every other boss got completely just got to be the final boss. But Melania, I wanted to make it kind of a thing of saying, you know what, I could definitely do it. It's 100% a thing. It's just more at this point, it was more of a matter of how long. So, but I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all for stopping in. If you had a wonderful time with me here tonight, I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you have a great time hanging out with us on later dates and whatnot. But I am going to go ahead and leave it at that. Okay? Get some good sleep. Take great care of yourselves. Drink the water. Just enjoy everything, okay? Oh, I'm probably not playing Apex after this. But thank you, Starburst. I greatly appreciate it. Usual spiel. If you like what you saw here tonight and you had a great time of it, and you want to catch more content later with us, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a great way to tell me what you like. And so is, honestly, leaving a comment and saying, hey, I'd love to see this. By, quick side note here, because I don't want to say I'm tossing Elden Ring aside completely. I am going to probably be putting up a poll at some point here in our Discord to go ahead and say if you have a idea for a run that you would like to see. And I'm saying like cosplay runs or a stat-only run for a specific stat. Pretty much open book on that. Just go ahead and let me know what you're thinking, what you're looking for. We'll probably play it around that, more or less. So, yeah. But that's going to do it. I will see you all later. And thank you so much for stopping in tonight. I'll see you folks later. Bye.